Hi guys, this is Chris and welcome to another edition of Star Wars The Road to 107. We've got another multi-packer for you. In one of my other videos, I showed you a Star Wars number 2 reprint. One that the only way you could really tell was a reprint was to open up the cover and look at the first page, and in the indicia at the bottom it showed you that it was a reprint. Well, this one, another multi-pack, but this time there is a reprint up here in the corner. This is the Star Wars multi-pack reprint edition, or sometimes called the Whitman edition. These were packaged in packages of 3. This came in a pack of issues 1, 2, and 3, and was a reprint edition. Nice addition to add to the collection. I now have 3 different versions of issue 2. I have the standard number 2 issue with the UPC symbol and the box with the 30-cent price and the month listed at the top. And I have this edition here, and I also have this edition reprint without the reprint up here in the character box. So yeah, there's actually a couple of more versions of this. We've the 35-cent price variant and the standard multi-pack edition that is not a reprint. So we've got a couple more to go to finish the Star Wars number 2 run. But it's really fun to kind of put together these original variant runs back in the day. So, you know, people talk about going to the comic store today and having all these different variants, but really these were some of the original variants that came out back in the day, the 35-cent price variants. And these Whitman variants were some of the earlier variants that you could collect back in the day. Some of the earlier Star Wars ones had the pizzazz inserts as well that you could collect, which are some of the rarer Star Wars collectible comics that are out there. Even more rare than the Mark Jewelers. You hear about the people collecting the Mark Jeweler inserts all the time, but people don't really talk about the pizzazz inserts, which I think are as rare, if not more rare, than the Mark Jewelers. And people don't tend to talk about those, and I don't understand why. It is what it is, I guess. It's just certain people like to collect certain things. But more people talk about Canadian price variants and the 35-cent price variants, which are extremely rare as well. But these are the very early variants that Marvel came out with, and are very collectible to some collectors like myself, who are completists at heart. Mostly people call us OCD or deranged, but we're just collectors and completists, and we have a really good time doing it. But there you have it, Star Wars number 2, the multi-pack reprint edition, on the road to 107. Hope you guys are doing well, staying safe. We'll talk to you again soon. Have a great day.